Yeah. Compton Nights, 1994. Candlelight and street echoes. Let it ride. I'm walking through haze where the streetlights bend, where every goodbye feels like it might not end. Cracked sidewalks tell me who was here before. Names in the concrete, memories in the flow. Bass from a Chevy rolls through the block, like time itself on a slow tick-tock. I seen dreams fade in a cigarette glow, while the wind through the palms move cold and slow. Hydraulics drop like a heartbeat sigh underneath that bruised California sky. And I learned real quick in that Compton air that hope don't always know you're there.
Candle smoke over Compton lines,
where the pain in the past align.
where the pain in the past aligns.
We ride slow through forgotten signs.
We ride slow through forgotten signs.
In the G-Funk dream that rewinds time.
Yeah.
Baseline warm, but the truth runs cold. Every corner got a story untold. In the city where hearts unfold,
we turn struggle into gold.
Mama prayed while the world stayed loud, trying to keep my name from the restless crowd. From liquor store flicker to the alleyway hum, I learned where the strong and the broken come from. Chrome reflections on the midnight ride, but nothing ever felt clean inside. Seen loyalty vanish like smoke in air. Seen brothers disappear everywhere. Still the music played like a saving grace, holding every scar in a slow embrace. And I turned my pain to a baseline thread, where the past still talks in what I said.
Candle smoke over Compton lines,
Where the pain in the past align.
where the pain in the past aligns.
We ride slow through forgotten
We
signs.
ride slow through forgotten signs.
In the G-Funk dream that rewinds time. Yeah. Baseline warm, but the truth runs cold. Every corner got a story untold. In the city where hearts unfold,
we turn struggle into gold. And I still hear it when the night falls deep. Like voices buried in concrete sleep. Every tear, every wind that shapes my name still flickers like a candle flame.
Now I move through time on a faded tape, where the ghosts of the past still reshape. Every block I pass got a breath of tone, like the city itself ain't fully gone. If the West could speak, it would hum this way, in low wind echoes that never decay. And I carry their silence in every line, like Compton hearts trapped in time. Yeah. Compton, 1994. The streets still breathe, and the bass still remembers everything. Yeah. South Central LA, early 90s. Another nice story, an analog. Yeah. Cruising through streets where the paint chips fade. Palm trees bend like they know what's made. Bass in the trunk hits slow and low, like a heartbeat drifting through the stereo. I grew up where the sidewalks cracked, where every good intention got pushed right back. Seen dreams get folded in the paper thin lie underneath that California sky. Hydraulics bounce when the light turns green, like the city itself. Gotta hear the machine, and I learned real quick in that concrete tone that you walk this road mostly alone.
Lowrider confessions in the midnight air, where every broken soul still lingers there. We ride through pain, but we still don't care. In the G-Funk way with a heavy stare. Baseline deep like a distant prayer, from the streets of LA to nowhere. But we keep on moving through smoke and glare, with the city's heartbeat everywhere.
Mama told me, boy, Don't trust that block, but the block was all I had when the system locked. From liquor store lights to the corner cries, I saw truth get buried in disguise. Chrome reflections on a faded hood looked like success, but it never felt good. Seen loyalty break like glass on stone. Seen friends turn strangers on a cellular phone. But the music stayed when the rest fell off, like a warm low bass in the world gone rough. And I wrote my pain in a slow rewind on a tape that refused to die. Lowrider confessions in the midnight air, where every broken soul still lingers there. We ride through pain, but we still don't care. In a G-funk wave with a heavy stare. Bassline deep like a distant prayer. From the streets of LA to nowhere, but we keep on moving through smoke and glare, with the city's heartbeat everywhere. And I still hear when the night gets cold, like a faded voice from the stories told. Every loss, every win that shaped my name, still rise with me through the flame. Now I cruise through time in the candy glow, where the past and present both move slow. Every corner I pass got a ghost I know. Every street light hums like it won't let go. If the West could speak, it would speak in tone of the ones who struggled but made it home. And I carry the echoes in every line, like a G-funk dream stuck in time. Yeah, South Central, early 90s, forever. The streets still breathe, and the bass still remembers. Yeah. Southgate nights, 1995. Under palm trees and streetlight sermons. Listen close. I'm walking through a city where the heat don't sleep, where every crack sidewalk got a soul it keeps. Bass from a Chevy rolling past the block, like time on repeat in a broken clock. Palm trees sway like they know my past, like they seen every moment that don't ever last. From schoolyard fights to the alleyway calls, the dreams written up on graffiti walls. I grew up where the silence got weight and tone, where even crowded streets still feel alone. And I learned real quick in that west side air that nothing you love will always be there. Palm tree testimonies in the night wind call, where the strong still rise and the lost ones fall. We ride slow through the rise and fall, in the G-funk haze that holds it all. Yeah. Bassline deep like a buried truth, from the scars of age to the eyes of youth, and the heartbeat trapped in city walls. We answer when the street light calls. Mama worked doubles just to keep me right, while the boulevard shaped my sense of night. From corner store glass to the liquor store hum, I learned where the real pain comes from. Chrome reflections on a candy paint fade, like promises lost that were never made. Seen loyalty crack like dry desert ground. Seen good hearts vanish without a sound, but the radio stayed like a faithful guide through the chaos of a citywide tide. And I turned my pain to a bassline groove, where broken spirits still learn to move. Palm tree testimonies in the night wind call, where the strong still rise and the lost ones fall. We ride slow through the rise and fall, in a G-funk haze that holds it all. Yeah. Bassline deep like a buried truth, from the scars of age to the eyes of youth, and the heartbeat trapped in city walls. We answer when the street light calls, and I still hear it when the night gets still, like echoes drifting over every hill. Every joy, every tear that shaped my name still burns like a low wind flame. Now I drift through time on a faded beat, where past and present finally meet. Every block I pass got a voice I know. Every shadow moves in the golden glow. If the West could speak, it would speak in tone of the ones who struggled but made it home. And I carry their echo in every rhyme, like a G-funk loop, lost in time. Yeah. Southgate, 1995, forever. palms still remember, and the bass still tells the truth. Yeah, another night in LA, street lights and silhouettes. This one's for the ones who made it through. Yeah. Cruising down Crenshaw, paint dripping candy gloss. Every mile got a story about the ones we lost. Low bass shaking like it's breathing alive, while the city moves slow in the late night drive. Corner store lights flicker like a memory fade. With childhood dreams and mistakes got made, I hear laughter mixed with the distance. Sirens cry under palm tree shadows in a smoggy sky. We was young, no fear, just the radio loud, trying to find our voice in the concrete crowd. Every block had a rhythm, every street had a name, and the night taught lessons no school ever gave.
This is Westside Memory Lane, where the sunshine hides the pain. We ride through the dark in the neon flames, still whispering hope through the window pane.
Yeah, 92 BPM in my soul, with a bass line heavy but it feels so cold. In the heart of LA where the stories unfold, we keep on rolling, never lose control. Saw dreams get buried in the summer heat, saw brothers disappear off the same old street, but the music stayed like the loyal friend, playing in the background to the very end. Hydraulics bounce like a heartbeat skip, chrome wheels shine on a midnight trip. Every turn got that ghost in the rear view mirror, but the sound of the West makes the vision clearer. Mama prayed I find a way out clean, but the city wrote lines in between my dreams. So I turn my pain to a rhythm and rhyme, trying to freeze these moments in the hands of time.
Westside Memory Lane, where the sunshine hides the pain. We ride through the dark in the neon flames, still whispering hope through the window pane.
Yeah, 92 BPM in my soul, with a bass line heavy but it feels so cold. In the heart of LA where the stories unfold,
we keep on rolling, never lose control. And I still hear the echoes when the night gets deep, like the city hums secrets it's trying to keep. Every joy, every scar that I carry inside, still alive in the rhythm of the West Side ride.
now I ride alone where the past still breathes, through the smog in the palm trees, swaying leaves. Every block I pass got a piece of my youth. Every beat I drop is a search for truth. If these streets could talk, they would speak my name, not for the fame but the struggle and pain. And I still feel home when the bass hits low, in the city where the lost souls flow. Yeah, Los Angeles, mid-90s, forever. The streets remember everything.
Yeah, and the low end never dies.
Yeah, recorded straight off the street like glow, Los Angeles, 1991. Let the night speak for itself. I'm walking through a city where the shadows breathe. Every corner got a secret that don't wanna leave. Bass from a distant ride, slow creeping by, painting low waves underneath the sky. Street light flicker on the cracked concrete lane, like it's trying to remember every face and name. I seen hope get quiet in a single blink, while the whole block stood on the edge of the brink. Hydraulics bounce like a memory pulse, in a world where trust gets turned to impulse. And I learned real quick in that West Side tone, that even in crowds you walk alone.
Broken street lights, symphony in the air tonight, where the pain and the rhythm both feel right. We ride slow through the fading light, in the G-funk haze to the morning light.
Yeah, baseline deep like a buried truth,
from the scars of the streets to the lost youth. In the heartbeat of LA we move
to a melody
the city won't lose.
Mama worked nights just to keep us fed, while the boulevard whispered what the silence said. From corner store glass to the sirens cry, I watch innocence slowly say goodbye. Chrome rims spinning like a clock unwound. Every revolution brings the lost sound. Seen loyalty crack like old paint chips. Seen friendship fade off fingertips. But the radio stayed like a faithful guide through the chaos of the citywide tide. And I wrote my life in the bassline groove, where broken souls still learn to move. Broken street lights, symphony in the air tonight, where the pain and the rhythm both feel right. We ride slow through the faded light, in the G-funk haze to the morning light. Yeah, bassline deep like a buried truth, from the scars of the streets to the lost youth. In the heartbeat of LA we move to a melody the city won't lose. And I still hear it when the city sleeps, like a distant echo in the concrete deep. Every joy, every tear that I carry inside still rides with me on this endless ride. Now I drift through time in the smoky frame, where the past still whispers through the flame. Every block I pass feels half alive, like it's holding on just to survive. If the West could speak, it would hum this tone of the lost one searching for a way back home. And I keep the echo in every rhyme, like a faded tape lost in time. Yeah, Los Angeles, 1991. The street lights still remember, and the bass still talks back. Yeah, another midnight in LA. Palm trees, street smoke, and neon skies. This is West Side memory. Yeah. Cruising slow with the boulevard Benz, old school Chevy with a trunk that thumps and blends. Bass so deep it can shake your soul, like the city itself got a rhythm control. Street lights glow on the cracked pavement path. Every shadow here got a story from the past. I seen brothers fall to the sound of pride, while the West Coast wind just carried the tide. Hydraulics bounce like a heartbeat drum, while the block stays quiet, but the tension comes. And I learned real quick in that concrete school that survival don't bend to nobody's rules. It's the echo of the lowrider night, where the dark gets soft in the neon light. We ride through pain, but we keep it tight, in the G-funk dream to the morning bright. Bassline warm like a distant sun, where the lost and the broken still come as one. In the heart of LA when the day is done, we keep on rolling till the new day comes. Mama told me, boy, keep your soul intact, while the city outside tried to pull me back. From the corner stores to the siren scream, I was raised between the real and the dream. Every graffiti wall got a name I know, every empty street got a story to show. And the radio played like a church at night, turn the struggle to rhythm in the pale moonlight. Chrome reflections on a candy painted ride, like the city itself got nothing to hide. But I saw truth in the broken glass, how the present slips away too fast. It's the echo of the lowrider night, where the dark gets soft in the neon light. We ride through pain, but we keep it tight, in the G-funk dream to the morning bright. Bassline warm like a distant sun, where the lost and the broken still come as one. In the heart of LA when the day is done, we keep on rolling till the new day comes. And I still hear it when the city sleeps, like a faded voice in the concrete deep. Every loss, every win that I can't erase still lives in the rhythm of this place. Us, now I ride alone through the memory lane, where the joy and sorrow feel almost the same. But I found my peace in the low end sound, where the past and present keep spinning around. If the West Coast speaks, it speaks in tone of the ones who struggled but made it home. And I carry the echo in every line, like a tape that never stops in time. Yeah, Los Angeles, late 90s, forever. The night don't forget, and neither does the bass. Yeah. LA before sunrise. Fairfax streets, 1992. Listen to the night breathe. I'm sliding through fog where the city don't sleep. Fairfax glow on a concrete creek. Neon signs flicker like tired eyes. Watching every dream as it slowly dies. Bassline heavy in a stolen ride. Windows down, let the past collide. I seen young kings turn ghost in a week. Seen silence speak louder than streets that speak. Hydraulics jump like a heartbeat glitch while the block stay caught in the dirty stitch. And I learned real quick in that west side haze that survival got 1,000 ways. Neon grays on Fairfax glow. Where the lost ones still move slow. We ride through pain that don't let go. In the G-funk wave of afterglow. Yeah. Bassline deep like a buried name. Every soul here got a spark of flame. In the city where nothing feels the same, we turn scars into sound and claim. Mama said, boy, don't trust that night. But the night was all I knew was life. From corner deals to the liquor store hum, I learned how the cold world comes undone. Chrome reflections on a candy fade, like broken promises beautifully made. Seen loyalty shift like desert sand, slip right through every close hand. But the radio played like a holy thread, guided me through what the silence said. And I wrote my truth in the bassline tone, from a city that never leaves you alone. Neon graves on Fairfax glow, where the lost ones still move slow. We ride through pain that don't let go. In the G-funk wave of afterglow. Yeah. Bassline deep like a buried name. Every soul here got a spark of flame. In the city where nothing feels the same, we turn scars into sound and claim. And I still see it when the lights fade out. Every laugh, every scream, every silent doubt. They live in the rhythm that I can't escape. In the echo of this NLO tape. Now I drift through time on a faded beat, where memory and pavement finally meet. Every block I pass got a story locked in the language of a clock that never stops. If the West could talk, it was speaking low, where the broken still shine in the undertow. And I carry that echo in every line, like a G-funk prayer lost in time. Yeah. Los Angeles, 1992, forever. Fairfax never forgets, and neither does the bassline. Yeah. LA after dark, early 90s. Tape still rolling. Let the streets speak. Yeah, cruising down Fig where the night feel alive. Bass in the trunk make the whole block vibe. Street lights flicker on a faded scene, where reality blends with a broken dream. I was raised where the concrete talks in tones, where every young soul got a story of its own. Seen laughter turn cold in a single night, seen hope disappear in the pale street light. Hydraulics bounce like a heartbeat drum, while the city hums where the lost come from. And I learned real quick in that west side school that survival don't follow no simple rules. This is West Side Chronicles in the night air, where every block got a memory that we ride slow through the smoke in despair, with the G-funk groove and the soul laid bare. Bassline deep like a faded truth, from the pain of the streets to the edge of youth. In the city of angels where we still recoup, we turn struggle to rhythm and lose. Mama worked nights just to keep me straight, while the boulevard taught me a different fate. From liquor store lights to the sirens cry, I learned how the truth could slowly die. Chrome reflections on the candy paint ride, but the real stories always lived inside. Seen brothers switch sides for a quick escape, while the city kept writing its own mistake. Every corner got a name I still recall, every silence got a story it can't dissolve. And I carry them with me in every line, like a faded tape lost in time. This is Westside Chronicles in the night air, where every block got a memory there. We ride slow through the smoke and despair, with the G-funk groove and the soul laid bare. Bassline deep like a faded truth, from the pain of the streets to the edge of you. In the city of angels where we still recoup, we turn struggle to rhythm and lose. I still hear it when the city sleeps, like a distant echo in the concrete deep. Every day, every joy, every scar that I can't erase still breathes in the rhythm of this place. Now I ride alone through a neon haze, where the past still walks through the city maze. Every mile I take on this endless run feels like the night just begun. If the West could speak, it was speaking bass, from the ones who struggled but kept their pace. And I carry the echoes in every rhyme, like a G-funk dream frozen in time. Los Angeles, early 90s, forever. The streets don't forget, and neither does the sound. Yeah. Late night in LA, 1996. Backseat stories, palm shadows. Let it ride. Yeah, I'm sitting in the backseat watching life blur slow. Street lights pass like they already know. Bass in the trunk hitting soft but deep, like the city got secrets it refuses to keep. Palm trees leaning over small field skies, while the boulevard breathes in tired sighs. Every red light feels like a pause in time, where lost souls linger between every line. I grew up where the laughter had a cracked up tone, where even crowded rooms still feel alone. And I learned real quick in that west side heat that truth don't always walk on 2 feet. Backseat songs under palm shadows sway, where the night turns memory into replay. We ride, we ride slow through the price we pay. Yeah, in a G-funk dream that won't decay. Yeah, bassline warm like a distant flame. Every block got a whisper, every face got a name. In the city where nothing stays the same, we turn pain in the sound again. Mama said, boy, keep your soul intact, but the streets had a rhythm I couldn't subtract. From corner store lights to the liquor store hum, I learned with the quiet troubles come from crumb. Reflections on the candy paint ride, but the realest truths always live inside. Seen loyalty fade like smoke in air, seen dreams disappear without a prayer. Still the radio play like a guiding light through the chaos of another long night. And I turn my scars to a bassline groove, where broken hearts still learn to move. Backseat songs under palm shadows sway, where the night turns memory into replay. We ride, we ride slow through the price we pay. Yeah, in a G-funk dream that won't decay. Yeah, bassline warm like a distant flame. Every block got a whisper, every face got a name. In the city where nothing stays the same, we turn pain in the sound again. And I still hear it when the city sleeps, like a faded echo in the concrete deep. Every joy, every tear that shaped my way still rise with me too. Now I glide through time in the memory haze, where the past still breathes through neon blaze. Every mile I take on this endless run feels like the story has just begun. If the West could speak, it was speaking tone of the ones who struggled but made it home. And I carry that echo in every line, like a G-funk prayer lost in time. Yeah, Los Angeles, 1996, forever. Backseat stories never die. And the bass still speaks at midnight. Yeah. Yeah. LA Nights, 1998. Rear view reflections. Let the city talk. I'm watching life in the rearview face slow. Street lights stretch like they already know. Bass in the trunk got the whole frame shaking, while the boulevard breeze with the dreams we're breaking. I seen kids grow up in a single block, where the same old corners never stop the clock. Palm trees sway like they carry regret for every promise that the night forget. Hydraulics dip like a heartbeat sigh underneath the heavy California sky. And I learned real quick in that west side tone, even surrounded you still feel alone. Echoes in the rear view glow tonight, where the past still rides in the taillight. We move slow through wrong and right, in the G-funk wave of city light. Yeah, bassline deep like a memory thread, from the words we spoke to the things unsaid. In the streets where the lost are led, we turn silence into sound instead. Mama said, boy, don't trust that sound. But that sound was all I ever found. From corner store deals to the sirens hum, I learned where the broken rhythms come from. Chrome reflections on the candy paint sky, but truth and illusion always pass you by. Seen loyalty shift like desert wind, seen strong bonds break and pretend. Still the radio played like a sacred tone, guiding me through nights I walked alone. And I turned my scars to a baseline groove, where even pain still learns to move. Echoes in the rear view glow tonight, where the past still rides in the taillight. We move slow through wrong and right, in the G-funk wave of city light. Yeah, bassline deep like a memory thread, from the words we spoke to the things unsaid. In the streets where the lost are led, we turn silence into sound instead.
And I still hear it when the engines fade, like a distant voice in the palm tree shade. Every joy, every loss that shaped my name still burns like an analog flame.
Now I ride through time in the faded scene, where the streets still echo what I've seen. Every mile I take through this endless lane feels like I'm calling the past again. If the West could speak, it would hum this tone of the broken and strong who made it home. And I carry that echo in every line, like a G-funk loop lost in time. Yeah, Los Angeles, 1998, forever. The rear view never lies, and the bass still remembers everything. Yeah, late night in the city, palm trees swaying, street lights staying on. Los Angeles, 1992. Listen. Cruising down Sunset, low ride, slow glide. Bass in my chest like the city got a soul vibe. Windows half down, let the night speak truth. Graffiti on the walls tell stories of my youth. Echoes in the alley where the echoes never sleep. Concrete diaries of the promises we keep. Street lights flicker like they know my name. Every corner here remembers every flame. My mama said, boy, don't lose your way out there. But the streets had rhythm and they filled the air. So I learned how to listen through the crackle and hum, where the good die young and the strong stay numb. It's that west side night where the shadows talk, neon dreams on a broken sidewalk. Heart full of pain, but I still believe in the rhythm of the streets and the air we breathe. Yeah, 92 vibes in the atmosphere, low end truth when the night gets near. We survive, we ride, we don't disappear. In the sound of the west, we are still right here. Saw my homie fade in the rear view miss. Life in the city got a cold twist. One love turns to a siren song. You don't know what you got till the moment's gone. But I still roll steady with the same old crew. Same crack dreams, but a different view. From the block parties to the late night runs, we were raised by the bass and the smoking guns. Every beat like a memory stitched in time. Every rhyme like a chain that I made mine. No silver spoon, just a boom bap prayer and the voice from the street saying you've been there. That night where the shadows talk, neon dreams on a broken sidewalk. Heart full of pain, but I still believe in the rhythm of the streets and the air we breathe. 92 vibes in the atmosphere, low end truth when the night gets near. We survive, we ride, we don't disappear. In the sound of the west, we are still right here. Palm trees sway like they know my story. Every scar I got is a piece of glory. And the city sings in a minor key, but it still feels like home to me. Now I look back through the haze of time, hit the G-funk groove in the back of my mind. It's more than the hustle, more than the fight. It's the poetry written in the dead of night. So I keep on riding through the endless glow, where the past and future start to flow. And every lost soul in the rear view frame still whispers through the city like an unforgotten name. Yeah, Los Angeles, 92. We still hear you on the bassline. We still feel you in the night. West side, forever, forever. Yeah. Crenshaw Nights, 1995. City lights bleeding into the sky. This one's for the ride. I'm rolling through the boulevard where the air feels thick. Street lights flicker like they making a pit. Bass in the trunk, got the block in the trance, while the tires trace scars in a slow advance. Every mirror on the wall got a name I knew. Every corner got a memory I walked through. Seen dreams get traded for a quick escape, while the night wrote stories no one could erase. Hydraulics bounce like a heart on edge, between survival and the promise we pledge. And I learned real quick in that LA glow that the streets don't care how far you go. Velvet sirens on Crenshaw fade, where the past and the pain get played. We ride slow through the choices made, in the G-funk way where shadows wave. Bassline deep like a distant call, from the ones who rise and the ones who fall. In the heartbeat trapped in city walls, we still answer when the nighttime calls. Mama worked nights just to keep us fed, while the city outside painted stories in red. From liquor store glass to the midnight hum, I learned where the broken rhythms come from. Chrome reflections on the candy paint dream, but nothing ever stayed what it seemed. Seen loyalty break in the blink of light, seen truth disappear in the heat of the night. Still the radio play like a sacred voice, giving every lost soul a second choice. And I turn my pain to a bassline script, where every memory slowly slips. Velvet sirens on Crenshaw fade, where the past and the pain get played. We ride slow through the choices made, in the G-funk way where shadows wave. Yeah, bassline deep like a distant call, from the ones who rise and the ones who fall. In the heartbeat trapped in city walls, we still answer when the nighttime calls. And I still feel it when the city breathes, like a ghost that never really leaves. Every joy, every scar that built my name still flickers like a candle flame. Yeah. Now I drift through time in the lowrider frame, where the streets still whisper my name. Every mile I take through that neon haze feels like I'm stuck in those Crenshaw days. If the West is big, it was speaking tone of the ones who struggled but made it home. And I carry their echo in every line, like a G-funk loop, frozen in time. Yeah, Crenshaw,
1995.
the sirens fade, but the stories don't. And the bass keeps rolling through the night. Yeah, recorded straight off the tape, no filter. Los Angeles, mid-90s. Late night drive, top down. I'm riding through the city where the sirens sing. Palm trees sway like they remember everything. Dashboard glow in the smoky blue haze. Street corners tell stories of the lost days. Bass hits slow like a heartbeat drum. Every mile I ride where I'm really from. Lowrider dreams on the cracked asphalt veins. Sunset Boulevard soaked in neon rain. Seen loyalty fade in the blink of an eye. Seen brothers turn strangers just to get by. But the rhythm still flows in the concrete soul, where the night feels young but the truth feels old. It's that analog night in LA, where the memories never fade away. We ride slow in the G-funk wave, through the pain and the price we pay. Yeah, bassline deep like the ocean flow. Stories in the streets behind every door. We survive in the West Coast glow, where the broken hearts still roll real slow. Hydraulics bounce like a heartbeat sink, while the city leans on the edge of the brink. I heard dreams get traded for survival schemes in the shadows when nothing is what it seems. Mama prayed I'd escape this loop, but the streets got rhythm like a church on loop. So I learned how to talk through a mic and beat, where struggle and poetry finally meet. Every block got a ghost with a faded name. Every win in the city come with hidden pain. Still I ride with the same old crew, under moonlit skies and the deeper truth. It's that analog night in LA, where the memories never fade away. We ride slow in the G-funk wave, through the pain and the price we paid. Yeah, bassline deep like the ocean floor. Stories in the streets behind every door. We survive in the West Coast glow, where the broken hearts still roll real slow. And the city hums like an old cassette. Every dream I lost, I ain't forgotten yet. In the echo of wheels on an empty street, I hear my past in the low-end beat. Yeah, now I look back through a rear view blur, where every mistake made me who I were. From the block parties to the late night grind, I left pieces of my soul behind. But the bass still speaks when the night is long, like a memory wrapped in the G-funk song. And I ride through time in the faded chrome frame, where the streets still whisper my name. Yeah, LA 94, nothing but analog soul in the air. And the night keeps rolling, slow, smooth, forever. Yeah. Late night road through the west side. Palm trees in the wind, sirens in the distance. This one's for the city that raised me. Yeah, cruising through LA where the street lights hum. Bass in the trunk make the whole block numb. Lowrider glide on the faded gold frame. Every corner got a memory, every block got a name. I grew up where the concrete learns to speak, where the strong survive, but the strong still weep. Seen dreams get lost in the rear view blur, while the night keeps whispering, remember her? Mama worked 2 jobs just to keep me fed, while the boulevard taught what the teachers never said. So I learned from the rhythm of the tire spin, and the way the West Coast pain sinks in. Concrete palms and neon dreams, when nothing is ever really what it seems. We ride slow through the broken schemes, in the G-funk haze and analog beam. Baseline deep like a memory lane, where joy and sorrow feel the same. In the heart of LA through the loss and gain, we still survive in the midnight rain. Hydraulics bounce like a heartbeat sink, while the city leans on the edge of the brink. Corner store lights flicker and fade, like promises made that'll never be paid. I've seen loyalty die in the blink of an eye, seen brothers turn strangers just to get by. But the music stayed like a faithful friend, playing in the background to the very end. Chrome reflections on the candy paint ride, like the truth and the myth both live inside. And I learned real quick in that concrete school that survival don't play by no written rules. Concrete palms and neon dreams, when nothing is ever really what it seems. We ride slow through the broken schemes in the G-funk haze and analog pain. Yeah, baseline deep like a memory lane, where joy and sorrow feel the same. In the heart of LA through the loss and gain, we still survive in the midnight rain. And I still hear it when the city sleeps, like a faded voice in the concrete deep. Every laugh, every tear that I couldn't erase still echoes in the rhythm of this place. Yeah, now I ride along through the boulevard glow, where the past still breathes in the afterglow. Every mile I take feels heavy and true, like a cassette tape playing memory too. If the West could speak, it would speak in sound of the lost souls walking through sacred ground. And I carry that echo in every line, like a G-funk prayer frozen in time. Yeah, Los Angeles, late 90s, the streets still remember, and the bass still tells the truth. Yeah, Los Angeles, early 90s, midnight ride, no destination, just the streets talking back. Yeah, I'm sliding through the city where the night feels thick. Hydraulics bounce on a slow, low kick. Bass in the trunk like a heartbeat drum. Every block got a story where I come from. Street lights bend like they tired of watching. Every corner got a memory that's still not stopping. Seen dreams get lost in the rearview smear, while the boulevard hums what nobody hears. Palm trees sway like they keepin' scope of every soul that walk that flow. And I learned real quick in that west side tone, even in the crowd you still feel alone. Midnight hydraulics and the halo lights, where the truth and the struggle collide at night. We ride slow through the city's bite, in the G-funk wave of faded light. Baseline deep like a buried name, every scar in the street still burns like flame. In the heart of LA where nothing's the same, we turn pain into rhythm again. Mama prayed loud through the paper thin wall, while the outside world made a siren call. From corner store deals to the liquor store glow, I learned more than I was supposed to know. Chrome reflections on a candy paint dream, but the truth always hides in between. Seen loyalty fade like cigarette smoke, seen good hearts break before they spoke. Still the radio play like a sacred guide through the chaos of a citywide tide. And I wrote my life in the baseline groove, where even broken souls still learn to move. Midnight hydraulics and the halo lights, where the truth and the struggle collide at night. We ride slow through the city's fight, in the G-funk wave of faded light. Baseline deep like a buried night, every scar in the street still burns like flame. In the heart of LA where nothing's the same, we turn pain into rhythm again. And I still hear it when the engines fade, like echoes drifting through palm tree shade. Every joy, every loss that shaped my fate still breathes in the low wind wave. Now I cruise through time in the neon blur, where the past and present still occur. Every block I pass got a voice I know. Every street light hums real slow. If the West could speak, it would speak in tone of the lost and the strong who made it home. And I carry that echo in every rhyme, like a G-funk loop, frozen in time. Yeah, Los Angeles, 1992, forever. The streets still move, and the bass still talks. Yeah. Late night glow on the boulevard. Another page from the west side. Listen. I'm riding through a city where the nights talk back. Street lights flicker on a worn out track. Bassline humming like a slow heartbeat. Every corner got a memory carved in the street. Seen hope get dressed in the dirty disguise. Seen truth hide deep in the hustler's eyes. Palm trees sway but they don't forget all the promises made that we never met. Lowrider glide like it's floating on time. Hydraulics sing with a G-funk rhyme. And I learned real quick in that concrete school that survival don't play by no golden rule. Streetlight songs in the LA air, stories in the smoke everywhere. We ride slow but we still repair broken dreams with a rhythm and prayer. Yeah, bassline warm like the summer heat, where the lost and the found still meet. In the heartbeat of these restless streets, we keep it moving to the west side beat. Mama worked nights just to keep us fed, while the block outside painted stories in red. I grew up fast where the silence screams between graffiti walls and forgotten dreams. Every siren sound was a lesson learned. Every bridge I crossed was a page I turned. And the radio played like a distant friend, keeping hope alive till the very end. Chrome rim spin like a memory blur. Time moves slow when you're unsure, but I kept my voice in the analog glow, where the real ones rise and the real ones know. Streetlight songs in the LA air, stories in the smoke everywhere. We ride slow but we still repair broken dreams with a rhythm and prayer. Yeah, bassline warm like the summer heat, where the lost and the found still meet. In the heartbeat of these restless streets, we keep it moving to the west side beat. And I still hear the echoes when the city sleeps, like the past in the rhythm of the tires squeak. Every loss, every wind that I carry inside still lives in the groove of a midnight ride. Now I see the skyline through a faded lens, where the story never really ever ends. I made peace with the pain that I used to fight. Now it turns to music in the dead of night. If the West could speak, it would speak in tone of the ones who struggled but never left home. And I carry their voices in every line, like a G-funk echo frozen in time. Yeah, LA, 96. The streets still breathe, and the bass still tells the truth. Yeah. Recorded after midnight, Los Angeles, early 90s. Let the tape roll. Yeah. I'm riding through the city where the silence hums, bass in the trunk like a heavy drum. Street lights glow on the cracked asphalt vein. Every corner speaking on joy and pain. Palm trees sway in the smoky breeze, while the night moves slow through the inner city streets. Hydraulics bounce like a heartbeat alive in the world where the strong learn how to survive. I seen dreams get born on the faded curve, then disappear in the whisper of words, but the rhythm stayed like a loyal friend, playing through struggle from beginning to end. After midnight on the west side ride, where the truth and the pain collide. We move slow with the low and tide,
through the stories that the streets confide.
Yeah, baseline deep like memory lanes,
where the joy and sorrow both remain.
in the heart of LA through the loss and gain.
We keep it real in the analog range.
Mama said, boy, don't lose your way. But the boulevard taught me a different way. From corner store lights to the liquor store glow, I learned more than they ever could know. Chrome reflections on the candy paint dream, but nothing's ever really what it seems. Seen loyalty fade in the blink of an eye. Seen good intentions learn how to die.
Still I ride with the same old crew, through the stories that the city blew. Every block got a ghost I know, every street got a fading
Got the midnight
light.
on the west side ride,
where the truth and the pain collide.
we move slow with the low end tide.
Through the stories that the streets confide.
Yeah, baseline deep like memory lanes,
where the joy and sorrow both remain.
in the heart of LA through the loss and gain.
We keep it real in the analog range. And I still hear when the city sleeps,
Like a distant,
distant echo in the concrete deep.
every laugh
Every laugh, every tear that I can't erase,
still lives
still lives
in the rhythm
of this place.
Now I cruise through time in the faded glow, where the past and present move real slow. Every mile I take through this memory track feels like the city is talking back. If the West could speak, it would speak in tone of the lost souls trying to find their home. And I carry their voices in every line, like a G-funk echo, lost in time. Yeah, Los Angeles, early 90s, forever. The streets remember everything, and the bass never stops talking. Yeah. Take that clicking in a 93 Chevy. Palm trees in the wind. Los Angeles at night. This one's for the streets that raised me. Street lights glow like a faded dream. Hydraulics bounce on the midnight scheme. Cruising through lanes where the silence screams. Every corner holds forgotten schemes. Radio humming that low-end funk. Bassline heavy like a heart sunk drunk. City breathes slow through the smog and heat. Every step I take got a rhythm in the beat. I seen brothers turn ghosts in the rearview glass. Seen time move quick, but the pain still lasts. From the liquor store lights to the alleyway cars, we built our kingdoms on graffiti walls.
This is the city of low lights and broken dreams,
where the truth hides deep in the in-between.
ride through the night with a steady lean.
On the G-funk wave in the memory machine.
Yeah, we survive in the basslines glow,
Where the good and the bad move slow.
in the heartbeat of LA we grow.
Underneath that west
Coast, so
chrome wheels spin like a prayer at dusk. Every block got trust issues turned to rust. Mama said, boy, don't let it pull you down. But the streets talk loud in the velvet sound. I learned more from the corners than the classroom walls, more from the silence than the sirens call. Every loss got a story etched in the frame. Every win got a price with a heavier name. We was young, wild, trying to chase that shine, but the city had rules in the stop sign line. So I write these bars like I'm painting scars under neon skies and abandoned cars.
of low lights and broken dreams,
Where the truth hides deep in the in-between.
we ride through the night with a steady lean.
On the G-funk wave in the memory machine.
Yeah, we survive in the basslines glow,
Where the good and the bad move slow mo.
in the heartbeat of LA we grow.
Underneath that west
Coast, so I still hear the echoes when the night gets still, like the city got a voice that it never will kill. Every joy, every pain that I carry through, still alive in the rhythm of what we knew.
Now I ride alone where the old days stay. gas flickers by in the smoky haze. But I keep that faith in the low-end groove, where the law still dance in the broken move. If the streets could talk, they speak my name. Not for the glory, not for the fame, but for the nights we survived the fall in the city of angels that remembers it all. Yeah, keep it analog, keep it real. Los Angeles, early 90s, forever, and the bass keeps rolling. Yeah. Late night on the boulevard, LA breathing slow. Listen to the streets talk. I'm riding where the palm trees lean like they tired of the fight. Street lights flicker like they holding on to life. Bass in the trunk hit heavy and slow, like a heartbeat echo through the afterglow. I grew up where the sidewalks learn your name, where every lost soul got the flicker of flame. From corner stores to the chain link frames, we was chasing dreams with no one to blame. Mama prayed loud through the paper thin walls, while the city outside made its siren calls. I learned early how the silence could scream, and how pain could hide inside a dream. This is the sermon of the midnight street, where the broken hearts and the bassline meet. We ride slow, but we still don't sleep in the G-funk wave that runs so deep. Yeah, LA night got stories to tell, from heaven's glow to a low in hell. We survive in the rhythm as well, where the past and the present dwell. Hydraulics bounce like a pulse in time. Every block got the ghost in the faded rhyme. Seen loyalty shift like the desert wind. Seen good intentions turn paper thin. Chrome shine bright, but the truth stay raw. Every victory comes with the hidden flaw. And I learned from the streets, not a textbook page, how the calmest voices can still hold rage. We was young, no fear, just the radio loud, trying to carve our names in the concrete crowd. But the city don't care about who you pretend. It just keeps on spinning till the very end. This is the sermon of the midnight street, where the broken hearts and the bassline meet. We ride slow, but we still don't sleep in the G-funk wave that runs so deep. Yeah, LA night got stories to tell, from heaven's glow to a low in hell. We survive in the rhythm as well, where the past and the present dwell. And I still hear it when the city fades, like a distant echo in the palm tree shade. Every joy, every scar that I carry inside still rides with me on this endless ride. Now I roll through time in the candy paint frame, where the faces change, but it feels the same. Every mile I take through this memory lane got a little more truth and a little less pain. If the West could speak, it was speaking bass, from the ones who struggled but kept their pace. And I carry they echo in every line, like a faded tape stuck in time. Yeah, Los Angeles, 1999. The boulevard never forgets, and neither does the bass. Yeah. Avalon Drive, South LA, 1993. Street like gospel in the air. Listen. I'm riding through the night where the pavement talks. Every crack in the road got a memory walk. Bass in the trunk like a slow confession. Every beat feel like a life lesson. Street lights flicker like they praying too. On every soul that the block been through, I seen hope sit quiet on the stoop at night, while the city wrote stories in sodium light. Palm trees sway like they keeping time to a G-funk groove in the faded rhyme. And I learned early in that west side heat that truth got rhythm in the concrete. Street like gospel on Avalon Drive, Where the broken still learn to survive. We ride slow, but the soul stay alive. In the baseline prayer that never lies. LA humming the mind to keep. From the past to the person I'll be. In the heartbeat of the city streets. We find redemption in the beat. Mama work nights through the overtime rain, trying to shield me from the weight of the pain. From corner store glass to the alleyway wind, I learned where survival begins. Chrome reflections on the candy fade ride, but nothing ever stayed on the bright side. Seen loyalty crack like old brick walls. Seen good men fall when the silence calls. Still the radio sang like a church bell tone. Guided me through nights I walked alone. So I turned my scars to a baseline truth, where the city raised both me and my story like gospel on Avalon Drive. Where the broken still learn to survive. We ride slow, but the soul stay alive. In a baseline prayer that never lies. LA humming the mind to keep. From the past to the person I'll be. In the heartbeat of the city streets, we find redemption in the beat.
And I still hear it when the city fades, like echoes drifting through palm tree shade. Every joy, every tear that shaped my name still burns like an analog.
Yo, now I drift through time in the lowrider frame, where every block still whispers my name. Every mile I pass through this neon haze, feels like I'm still in those Avalon days. If the West could speak, it would speak in tone of the lost and the strong who made it home. And I carry the echo in every rhyme, like a G-funk loop, lost in time, yeah. Avalon Drive, 1993, forever. The street like gospel, never fades. And the bass still remembers, yeah. Listen.